But I recorded this on my phone originally, and since I have my camera out right now, I may as well tell you guys. It's been a while now since it happened, but I went to Walmart one morning, and I go there like every, whenever. That's always the Walmart that I went to. It's just where I shop. It's Bentonville, Arkansas. That's pretty much the only option to shop for groceries. At any rate, I went there, and as I was walking in, I noticed that there's these kids. Like, they're Walmart employees, you can tell by what they wear. There was probably between 5 and 10 of them over by a car. And I'm walking by, and they're hooting and hollering and hooting and hollering, and I don't know what the hell's going on. Something is. But I hear them, like, yelling and just kind of, like, being noisy. I'm just like, yeah, whatever, and they kind of get louder for a minute, and I glance over just a little, just like, oh, fucking kids, because I'm old now. But I'm just like, what the fuck is that? And I hear, yeah, you. And I'm just like, whoa, run, not really, but just like quickly walk into the store, just like, ignoring, because why the fuck are they calling me? I don't know. And me, I'm just, don't talk to me, please. So, whatever, I'm only in the store about 10 minutes, maybe 15. It's not long at all. And when I come back out, I notice that they're still over there. And I'm just like glancing, like, why are they still there? If you're an employee and you're not on the clock, if you still want to hang out, go somewhere else. It's just weird. But they're still over there by this car, and I'm just like, yelling, hooting and hollering just as much, if not more, than before. So I'm like, and I hear, hey, you, and I look over, and then I hear, hey, Pattie. And I wasn't sure if they said Pattie with a P or Fatty with an F. And, like, just by the time they had yelled that, I was pretty much at my car. And so by the time, from hey, Pattie or Fatty, I don't know, from that point to my car is how long it took me to process. I'm just like, maybe it was a girl named Pattie. Maybe they thought that I was Pattie. Fatty, could it have been Fatty? It could have been Fatty. They could have been yelling, hey, Fatty, at me, and not thinking that I was a girl named Pattie. So I get in my car, and I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? Just like, but, so, like, as I'm leaving the parking lot, because they might throw stones at me. I don't know. They're yelling, possibly at me, so what's to stop them from throwing stones at me? I don't know. Or cakes. Little Debbie's. I don't know. People do weird things. They yell at people, in parking lots. But, so, like, as I'm leaving the parking lot, I get my phone out, and I'm just like, Google Walmart, Bentonville, Arkansas, like, looking up the number. And, I get the number, and I go to call it, and I don't live that far from the store, so about that time, I was kind of at home, and I kind of, like, calmed down a little, and so I told my husband about it, and he works for Walmart. He doesn't work in store, but he works for Walmart. And, like, he is very, very, very level-headed, very mellow. I'm kind of like a quick temper. Like, if people in public or social situations, if they piss me off, you will fucking know about it. Like, if there's some little bratty kid running around and their parents just like, ah! And the kid is just being an obnoxious little prick, I will tell you to put a fucking leash on it. It's just how I am. If I'm in line waiting for something and someone cuts in front of me, you're damn right I will say something about it. If waiters or waitresses or, whatever the case may be, if people are being pissy or snotty or not giving me the service that I am paying for, I have no problem telling you about it. It's just kind of how I was raised. Like, not to be an asshole, but to speak up for myself and to stand up for what I believe in. That's not really the right way to put it, but I am not a doormat, and I don't let people walk all over me. But my husband's kind of the opposite. I mean, he's not really a doormat, but He's very, very quiet about things. So when I told him what had happened, immediately a switch had flipped, and he was like, call them right now, talk to the store manager, his name is such and such, call right now. This is the phone number, call and complain, something needs to be done. You know, because when I worked at McDonald's, even though I don't now, when I worked at McDonald's, when you see things like that happen, I wouldn't be on the clock, and I'd be like, hey, you need to fix that because that's not how you talk to customers. That's not how you treat customers. You know, it's all about customer service, and you have to treat people the right way. And if that doesn't happen, people are going to stop coming, and you will lose money. And eventually, you know, you could lose your job because you're losing sales. And I'm guessing, you know, that's what he was thinking, that as a company representative, that needs to be fixed because that will affect people. So I call and, you know, I speak to a manager, not the store manager. I don't think he was in at the time. But I called and spoke to a manager, and to his credit, he was extremely nice and extremely polite, kept apologizing profusely, and, you know, assured me many times that something would be done about the situation. You know, he was like, what did you look like? What were you wearing? You know, because what time did you come in? What were the people? Where were they? And, you know, basically getting a rundown of the situation. Because he was going to pull the tapes and watch what happened. And, yeah, so, way to go Walmart, kids. Little pricks. But oh well. Yeah, it was a very strange situation. Especially considering at that point, I had sat down with all of my, like, weight numbers and figured out that I'd lost, like, 22 pounds, I think it was. And it was, like, that night or that morning. I was just like, hey, well, 22 pounds, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then, I'm telling you, like, even now, I don't fucking care. I'm just like, yeah, I'm hot shit. Yeah, I'm feeling good. So, of course, you know, that projects. But, unless you get yelled at and called, hey, Pattie, fatty, I don't know. But yeah, it was a very strange situation. Because, like I said, I had been feeling so good and so confident. It's kind of weird that it happened when it did. I don't know why or what, but oh well, I'm going to continue to feel good about myself. You know, and even if I never lose another pound, just saying, even if I never lose another pound, as long as I can love my body and be confident about what I have, and that's all I've got to say. You know, I mean, and I think that, you know, people can see confidence. You know, I really do. Like, if I feel good in what I'm wearing, if I feel good in my own skin, then people can see that. Whereas if I'm just like, you know, really like self-conscious about everything, then people read that. And oddly enough, you know, I'll put it this way, like, not that I'm trying to think of, like, people that you would know, but I would say Beth Ditto, who is just phenomenal, and she is a fucking confident, she does not give a shit about what people think, you know, that's the kind of person. Beth Ditto and Amanda Palmer, I think, are just two women, two crazy badass chicks that I can look up to for their self-confidence, you know. Sure, Amanda Palmer's skinny and, you know, whatever, or thinner, but at the same time, you know, she's not perfect, because none of us are, but, yeah, just gotta, when I walk down I don't go to that Walmart anymore, by the way, I don't, nope, but oh well. In my mind, I look like Beth Ditto and or Amanda Palmer. Armpit hair and all, baby, armpit hair and all. But yeah, and this shirt makes me feel like hot shit, even if I do maybe outwardly look like a dyke. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I look good. Got my tights on too. Bye.